Hey guys, Kim Garza here. Welcome to this new video in which I'm going to present this camera that is a Canon SLR. I have this camera since a while. It was my first analog camera, so I wanted to start with an SLR, which it's much better if you want to start with analog photography to start with an SLR. SLR means single lens reflex, means that it has a system that includes a mirror. So this mirror looks what the lens is looking, and then you can look that through the viewfinder. With this system you can see exactly what the lens is looking. So this format is a 35mm, so it uses a 35mm film. That is one of the most common ones for analog photography. So this camera was manufactured by Canon in 1971 in Japan. So Canon is a Japanese brand. This camera has a light meter integrated, so actually when you are looking to see, when you are looking through the viewfinder to take a picture, you have the indicator of the circle and the line, so you know that if the circle and the line are in the same spot, then your exposure is correct. So it's not 100% mechanical. You can use it as 100% mechanical, but without the light meter. The light meter actually requires a battery that is in here, that is these small circle batteries, and basically that's the only thing that you need a battery for. The other camera functions 100% mechanical. The composition of this camera is really nice. It's a bit heavy. It's one of my heaviest analog cameras. Let's talk about all the composition of the camera. If you see in here, I have the viewfinder, and on the back it says Canon Japan. Okay, so in here you have the leather that is to move the film. In here you will have a lock. If you move it to the L, you have the lock, so the shooter is not going to release. But if you have it in the A, then the shooter is going to work. This is really important because if you have a film and then you have a new part of the film that you haven't used yet, and then you have it in your bag or something, and then accidentally you press it, then you already like destroy one film, and you don't want to do that. And the next one is for the speed and the ISO. So for moving the speed, you just turn this part, and to change the ISO, just put it a little bit up and then move it, and then you will see that the ISO is changing. And the next part is if you wanted to have a flash, and in here is for the light meter. So you have on, off, and see. It's really important that you put off once you are not using it, because then you are going to consume the battery if it is on all the time. And as well, it's really important that you put on when you are taking the photos, because otherwise you are not going to have a lecture of your light. And in this part we see a really nice, I really like the structure of this camera. It's really nice, the design. You have here the FTb and QL, that it's the brand of this specifically camera. And in here you have a Canon that is really nice as well, like really vintage. This camera is like really kind of like hipster style. I don't know, I really like the design. And this one is when you wanted to have the timer. See? Most of analog cameras, the first thing that it's broke or is malfunction is the timer. So I usually don't use the timers for the analog cameras. In here you have the lens, which I really love the lens. Like, it's a f1.4, so the photos are stunning with this lens. And as I say, in here you have to move the aperture, and here you have to move the focus. And in here you have that it's a Canon lens made in Japan, and it says a Canon lens FT 50mm 1.4. This is a really nice camera. It's one of my favorites of my collection. I love all my cameras in my collection, but when I wanted, there was once a questions that they asked me, like, what do you prefer, a TLR or an SLR? The thing is, this SLR is really practical. I can do a lot of stuff with it, and it's really easy to use, and as the light meter is integrated, it's really easy to expose a correct image and a nice image. So this camera is really practical, it's really nice, the photos are really high quality when you get with this, and it's really easy to have a 35mm. So this is the Canon FTb QL. It's a really nice camera, really practical. So that's it. If you want to start in analog photography, this is a really good option to start. I recommend to start with an SLR, and this camera is really good. It's really easy to use, the film is easy to find, and as well has stunning results. Check when you are buying an SLR, the specs of the lens is really important for an SLR, and I really recommend this brand. So I hope you liked the video and the review of this camera, and if you have any questions, don't hesitate and comment below and I will reply as soon as possible. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, I invite you to subscribe now, because I'm going to upload more reviews of different analog cameras, and as well it will be a second video about this camera where I'm going to explain you how to put the film and how to use it in more technical stuff. So thank you very much for watching, and see you in the next video. Bye!